Welcome to this time of rest under the shelter of the Almighty. As you settle into this sacred space, know that you are completely safe. God Himself is your refuge and fortress. Tonight, you can release every fear, every worry, every concern about your safety and the safety of those you love. The God who never sleeps is watching over you. Take a moment right now to find a comfortable position. Let your body sink into the surface beneath you. Feel the support under your back, your legs, your head. Notice where tension might be hiding in your shoulders, your jaw, your hands, and begin gently to let it go. There is nowhere else you need to be right now, nothing else you need to do. This time is set apart for you to rest, to receive, to simply be held by the love of God. Whatever happened today, whatever awaits you tomorrow, for these next moments, you can set it all aside. You are here, you are safe. You are about to be reminded of truths that will anchor your soul. Let's begin with the opening words of Psalm 91. Whoever dwells in the shelter of the Most High will rest in the shadow of the Almighty. These words are not just poetry. They are a promise. They are an invitation. They describe a reality that is available to you right now in this very moment. Whoever, this means you, not just the spiritually mature, not just those who feel they have prayed enough or believed strongly enough. Whoever, any person who chooses to dwell with God finds this shelter available to them. And tonight you are making that choice simply by being here, by opening your heart to receive these words. To dwell in the shelter of the Most High means to make your home with God. It means to abide with Him, to remain with Him, to stay close to Him. And when you do, you find yourself resting in His shadow, not trembling in fear, but resting, not striving for safety, but already sheltered, already protected, already home. Think about what it means to dwell somewhere. It is more than just visiting. It is more than passing through. To dwell is to settle, to remain, to belong. When you dwell in a place, you know its rooms. You are familiar with its comforts. You feel at ease there. You can rest there. God invites you to dwell with Him in this way, to make His presence your true home. Not just a place you visit in crisis or on Sunday mornings, but your dwelling place, the place you return to again and again, the place where you are most yourself, the place where you are safest. The shadow of the Almighty is not a place of darkness or uncertainty. It is the place of His presence. Just as a bird finds refuge under its mother's wings, you find refuge in God's nearness. His presence is your shelter. His love is your fortress. Picture a bird in a storm. The wind howls, the rain beats down, danger lurks in every shadow, but the mother bird spreads her wings wide and the chicks huddle underneath. There, pressed against her warmth, they do not feel the wind, the rain does not touch them. They are completely covered, completely safe. Take a slow, deep breath and picture yourself stepping into this shelter right now. Feel the protection surrounding you. Notice how the noise of the world grows quieter. The anxieties that seemed so urgent a moment ago begin to fade. Here, under His wings, there is peace. Here, in His shadow, there is rest. Let your breathing become slow and rhythmic. Breathe in deeply through your nose, filling your lungs completely. Hold for just a moment. Then exhale slowly through your mouth, releasing all the tension, all the worry, all the need to be in control. Breathe in peace, breathe out fear, breathe in safety, breathe out anxiety. Psalm 91 continues with these words, I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress, my God in whom I trust. Notice the personal declaration, I will say. This is not something you hope for in the distance. This is something you claim right now. He is my refuge. He is my fortress. He is my God. When you speak these words over your life, you are not wishing they were true. You are declaring what is already true. God is already your refuge. He is already your fortress. The protection is already in place. You simply need to rest in it. A refuge is a place of escape, a place of safety when danger threatens. A fortress is a stronghold, impenetrable, secure against any attack, and God is both for you. When you feel threatened, He is your refuge. When you feel under assault, He is your fortress. Whatever you face, He is sufficient. And notice the foundation of this protection: in whom I trust. Trust is the key that unlocks the experience of God's shelter. You cannot control every circumstance. You cannot protect yourself from every possible harm. But you can trust the one who holds all things in His hands. Trust is a choice you make, not a feeling you wait for. You may not feel safe right now. You may not feel like everything is under control, but you can choose to trust the God who is in control. You can choose to believe that He is good, that He is powerful, that He is watching over you. And as you make that choice, peace begins to flow. Tonight, as you prepare for sleep, you are choosing trust. You are releasing the burden of protecting yourself. You are acknowledging that there is one far greater than you who is already watching over you, and because of that, you can rest. Psalm 91 verse 4 gives us this beautiful image. He will cover you with His feathers, and under His wings you will find refuge. Picture this for a moment. A mother bird sensing danger, spreading her wings wide, calling her chicks to safety, and they come running, scrambling underneath, pressing close to her body. And there, in the warmth and security of her covering, they are safe. This is the picture of God's protection over you. He covers you, He shields you, He draws you close, and under His wings you find more than safety. You find refuge, a place to rest, a place to exhale, a place to let go of vigilance and simply be held. You may have spent your whole life being the strong one, the protector, the one who stays alert, who anticipates danger, who carries the weight of keeping everyone safe. And that is exhausting. It was never meant to be yours to carry alone. God created you to need Him. Not because He is egotistical, but because He knows that you cannot bear the weight of your own life alone. You were designed for dependence, you were made for relationship with Him, and part of that relationship is letting Him carry what only He can carry. Tonight, let yourself be the one who is protected. Let yourself be covered. Let yourself rest under wings far stronger than your own. God is not asking you to manage your own safety tonight. He is inviting you to trust His. His faithfulness, the psalm says, will be your shield and rampart. A shield protects you from attacks that come at you. A rampart is a defensive wall that surrounds you on all sides. God's faithfulness is both. It stands between you and anything that would harm you. It surrounds you with protection you cannot even see. And this protection is grounded in His faithfulness, not your worthiness. It is not something you earn by being good enough or strong enough or spiritual enough. It is simply who He is. He is faithful. He keeps His promises. He does not abandon His children. He does not sleep on the job. He does not overlook any detail of your life. Think about that word faithful. To be full of faith, full of fidelity, full of steadfast commitment. God is not fickle. He does not change His mind about you. He does not protect you one day and abandon you the next. His faithfulness is constant, unwavering, eternal. So as you lie here tonight, you can release the need to prove yourself worthy of protection. You can let go of the fear that you might be forgotten. You are seen, you are known, you are covered by the faithfulness of the God who loves you. Let your breathing slow down even more now. Inhale deeply, feeling the air fill your lungs. Exhale fully, releasing tension from your shoulders, your neck, your jaw. With each breath, you are settling more deeply into this place of refuge. With each exhale, you are releasing the need to stay alert. God is alert. You can rest. Feel your shoulders dropping, heavy and relaxed. Feel your jaw unclenching. Feel your hands opening, palms up, releasing their grip. You do not need to hold on so tightly. God is holding you. In this shelter, there is no need to fear. The psalm tells us why in the verses ahead, but for now, simply rest in the knowing that you are under His wings. You are covered, you are held, you are safe. Think about the things that have made you feel unsafe lately. Perhaps it is worry about your health or the health of someone you love. Perhaps it is financial uncertainty. Perhaps it is fears about the future, about what might happen, about what you cannot control. Maybe it is the world itself that feels unsafe, the news that brings one troubling story after another. The sense that things are unstable, that nothing is certain, that you cannot predict what tomorrow will bring. This is real, the vulnerability is real, and it is okay to acknowledge it. One by one, bring those fears into this place of shelter. Do not try to fix them or solve them or figure them out. Simply picture yourself handing them to God, placing them at His feet, releasing them into His care. He is big enough to hold them, He is strong enough to handle them, and He loves you enough to protect you from them. As you release each fear, feel the weight lifting from your chest. Feel your body relaxing more deeply. Notice how much lighter you feel when you are not carrying the burden of your own protection. This is the rest God offers you, not just physical sleep, though that is part of it, but soul rest. The kind of rest that comes from knowing you are held by someone infinitely strong, infinitely wise, infinitely loving. Under His wings, you do not have to have all the answers. You do not have to anticipate every danger. You do not have to be constantly vigilant. You can simply be a child, safe in the arms of your Father, trusting Him to watch over you. And He is watching. Even now, as your body begins to drift towards sleep, He is fully awake, fully present, fully attentive to you. Nothing about you escapes His notice. Nothing that concerns you is unimportant to Him. He knows the number of hairs on your head. He has collected every tear you have cried. He is familiar with every thought that crosses your mind. He is intimately acquainted with all your ways, and He loves you, not in spite of knowing you so well, but because He knows you so well. So tonight, let yourself rest in the shelter of the Most High. Let yourself be covered by His feathers. Let yourself find refuge under His wings. This is your dwelling place. This is your home. This is where you are safe. And as you drift towards sleep, carry this truth with you. He is your refuge and your fortress, your God in whom you trust. Nothing can reach you here that has not first passed through His hands. And everything that reaches you is filtered through His love. You are safe. You are protected. You are held. Rest now under His wings. Rest now in the shadow of the Almighty. Let sleep come gently like a gift. Let your mind grow quiet, your thoughts slow down, your body fully relax. Under His wings, covered by His faithfulness, dwelling in His shelter. This is where you belong. This is who you are, a child of God, loved and protected, held through the night. As we continue our journey into the protection of God, we come to Psalm 91, verses 5 through 10. These verses speak directly to the specific fears that keep us awake at night. The terror of night, the arrow that flies by day, the pestilence that stalks in darkness, the plague that destroys at midday. These are not vague, generic threats. These are the real fears that grip our hearts. The fear of what might happen in the darkness when we cannot see. The fear of sudden attacks that come without warning. The fear of illness, of disease, of invisible threats we cannot protect ourselves from. The fear of disasters that strike in broad daylight. And to each of these fears, God speaks a promise: you will not fear. Not because the dangers are not real, not because bad things never happen, but because you are under His protection, and His protection is enough. You will not fear the terror of night. The night can feel like the most vulnerable time. When the world is dark and quiet, our fears grow loud. The worries we can push aside during the busy daylight hours come flooding back. What if something happens and no one is there to help? What if I am alone in the darkness? But you are not alone. Even in the deepest darkness, God is with you. He sees in the darkness as clearly as He sees in the light. Nothing is hidden from Him. Nothing catches Him by surprise. And because He is with you, you do not need to fear what might come in the night. Let that truth settle into your heart right now. In this very moment, in this darkness, God is present. He is not distant or distracted. He is here, and His presence dispels every terror. Nor will you fear the arrow that flies by day. This speaks to the sudden, unexpected dangers that come when we least expect them. The phone call that brings bad news, the diagnosis that changes everything, the loss that shatters our sense of security. These are the fears that make us feel like we need to stay constantly on guard. If we can just anticipate every possible danger, if we can just prepare for every scenario, maybe we can keep ourselves safe. But that kind of vigilance is exhausting, and it is not what God asks of us. Instead, He asks us to trust that He is our shield. He stands between us and the arrows. Not every arrow will be stopped. We live in a broken world where pain and loss are real, but no arrow reaches us without passing through His sovereign hands first. And when it does reach us, He is there to sustain us, to carry us, to bring healing and redemption. The pestilence that stalks in darkness, the plague that destroys at midday. These verses speak to our fear of illness, of invisible threats, of things we cannot see or control. And in recent years, many of us have felt these fears acutely. The anxiety of trying to protect ourselves and our loved ones from sickness, the helplessness of not knowing how to stay safe. But even here, God's promise stands. 1,000 may fall at your side, 10,000 at your right hand, but it will not come near you. This is not a promise that you will never face illness or hardship, but it is a promise that you are held in God's sovereign care. Nothing touches you except what He allows, and what He allows, He uses for your good and His glory. You can release the burden of trying to protect yourself from every possible harm. You cannot see the future. You cannot control every variable. But you can trust the one who holds your life in His hands, and that trust allows you to rest. Take a deep breath and picture yourself laying down the weight of these fears. The fear of the night, the fear of sudden disaster, the fear of illness. One by one, hand them to God. Tell Him, I cannot carry these anymore. I cannot protect myself from all of this, but I trust that you are protecting me. And as you release these fears, feel your body relaxing. Feel the tension melting from your muscles, your shoulders dropping, your jaw unclenching, your breathing deepening. This is what happens when we stop trying to be our own protector and rest in the protection of God. Psalm 91 verse 8 says, "You will only observe with your eyes and see the punishment of the wicked." There is a rightness to the universe. God is just. Evil does not go unpunished. Harm does not go unanswered. And while you may witness the consequences of a broken world, you yourself are kept safe in God's shelter. This does not mean you will never suffer. It does not mean life will be easy or pain-free. But it does mean that you are held by a God who is both powerful enough to protect you and loving enough to care about every detail of your life. Verse 9 continues, "If you say, 'The Lord is my refuge,' and you make the Most High your dwelling." This is the condition, not a condition to earn God's protection, but a condition to experience it. When you make God your dwelling place, when you abide in Him, when you trust Him as your refuge, then you live in the reality of His protection. And the result is stated clearly in verse 10. No harm will overtake you, no disaster will come near your tent. Your dwelling place is guarded, your home is watched over. Not because you are lucky or because you have done everything right, but because God Himself is your protector. Think about your home right now, the place where you are lying down to rest. God's presence fills that space, His protection surrounds it. You are not alone in that room. You are not vulnerable. You are dwelling in the shelter of the Most High. And if you have loved ones you are worried about, know that God's protection extends to them as well. You cannot be with them every moment. You cannot shield them from every danger, but God can, and God does. He watches over them with the same faithful care that He watches over you. So tonight, you can release the burden of protecting your family. You can let go of the anxiety of all the things that might go wrong. You can rest in the knowledge that the God who loves them even more than you do is watching over them. Picture each person you love, and in your mind, place them in God's hands. See Him holding them, surrounding them with His presence, covering them with His protection, and then release them to His care. They are safe with Him. Now bring your attention back to yourself, to this moment, to the safety of this place. You are not facing the night alone. You are not vulnerable to every threat. You are dwelling in the shelter of the Most High. You have made the Lord your refuge, and therefore no harm will overtake you. This does not mean that nothing hard will ever happen, but it does mean that whatever comes, you will not face it alone. God will be with you in it. He will sustain you through it. He will bring you safely to the other side. And tonight there is nothing you need to fear. The terror of night has no power over you. The arrow that flies by day will not reach you. The pestilence and the plague cannot touch you, because you are under the covering of the Almighty. Let your breathing become even slower now. Let your body sink deeper into rest. Feel the mattress beneath you supporting your weight. Feel the safety of this space. Feel the presence of God surrounding you like a fortress. You do not need to stay alert tonight. You do not need to keep watch. God is keeping watch. He never sleeps. He never looks away. And while He watches, you can rest. So close your eyes if they are not already closed. Let your mind grow quiet. Let the fears that have been swirling settle like dust after a storm. And know that you are safe. No harm will overtake you. No disaster will come near your dwelling. Because the Lord is your refuge, the Most High is your dwelling place, and under His wings you will find rest. Sleep now without fear. Sleep now without worry. Sleep now, knowing that you are held by the One who never sleeps. You are safe. You are protected. You are loved. Rest in that truth tonight. We come now to one of the most beautiful promises in all of Scripture, Psalm 91, verses 11 and 12. For He will command His angels concerning you to guard you in all your ways. They will lift you up in their hands so that you will not strike your foot against a stone. You are not alone. Even when you feel isolated or unseen, you are surrounded by heavenly beings assigned specifically to you. God has commanded His angels, His powerful messengers, to guard you. Not to watch you from a distance, but to actively protect you, to stand between you and harm, to lift you up when you stumble. Think about what this means. The God of the universe, the creator of heaven and earth, has given orders concerning you. He has spoken your name in the courts of heaven and assigned angels to watch over your life. You matter that much to Him. Your safety is that important to Him. These are not passive guardians. They guard you in all your ways. Not just in the dramatic moments, not just when you are in obvious danger, but in every step you take. In the mundane, ordinary moments of your day, in the routine tasks and the quiet hours. In every way you go, angels are walking with you. And their care is tender. They will lift you up in their hands so that you will not strike your foot against a stone. Picture that image. Strong hands catching you before you fall. Gentle support keeping you from even the smallest harm. This is the kind of detailed, attentive care that God has arranged for you. You may feel like no one notices the small struggles, the daily challenges, the minor obstacles that trip you up, but God notices, and He has assigned angels to care about even those small things. You are watched over with a tenderness and attention that sees every detail of your life. As you rest tonight, picture these angels around you. Not as distant, impersonal beings, but as devoted guardians, strong and watchful, standing between you and anything that would harm you. They do not sleep. They do not grow weary. They do not lose focus. While you rest, they keep watch. This is the reality of your life, even when you cannot see it. You are surrounded by invisible protection. You are upheld by hands you cannot feel, but that are always there. You are guarded by warriors you cannot see, but who never leave your side. And this protection is not limited to you. It extends to those you love, your children, your spouse, your parents, your friends. God's angels are watching over them too. You do not have to carry the burden of keeping everyone safe. That work has already been assigned to those far more capable than you. The song goes on in verse 13. You will tread on the lion and the cobra. You will trample the great lion and the serpent. This is a picture of victory over danger. The things that once threatened you lose their power. not because you are strong enough to defeat them on your own, but because God's protection makes you untouchable. Lions and cobras, great lions and serpents. These represent the predators, the threats, the dangers that would seek to destroy you. And yet, under God's protection, you walk over them unharmed. They cannot reach you. They cannot wound you. You are kept safe, not by your own strength, but by His. This is the confidence you can carry into every situation. Not arrogance, but assurance. Not presumption, but trust. You are protected by the God of heaven, and therefore you can face whatever comes without fear. Take a moment now to think about the lions and serpents in your own life. What are the threats that make you feel vulnerable? What are the dangers you fear? Maybe it is financial insecurity. Maybe it is health concerns. Maybe it is relationship struggles or fears about the future. One by one, bring those threats before God. And picture yourself trampling over them, not in your own strength, but in His. See yourself walking through those fears unharmed, carried by angels, protected by God's presence. They cannot touch you. They cannot define you. They cannot destroy you, because you belong to God. And now we come to the heart of it all, verses 14 through 16. God Himself speaks, because He loves me, says the Lord. I will rescue him. I will protect him, for he acknowledges my name. He will call on me, and I will answer him. I will be with him in trouble. I will deliver him and honor him. With long life I will satisfy him and show him my salvation. Did you hear that? God Himself is speaking now. This is not just a promise from a psalmist. This is the voice of the Lord declaring His commitment to you. And it all flows from one reality: because He loves me. Your love for God, imperfect and wavering as it may sometimes feel, moves the heart of the Almighty. Because you love Him, He rescues you. Because you acknowledge His name, He protects you. Your devotion, however small it may seem to you, matters deeply to Him. And His response is overwhelming. I will rescue him. I will protect him. I will answer him. I will be with him. I will deliver him. I will honor him. I will satisfy him. I will show him my salvation. 7 promises, each one an expression of His fierce protective love for you. You will call on me, and I will answer. Your prayers are not lost in the void. They are not ignored or dismissed. When you call on God, He hears, He responds, He moves on your behalf. You have access to the throne of heaven simply by speaking His name. I will be with you in trouble. Notice, He does not say, I will keep you from all trouble. Life in a broken world means there will be hard times, but you will never face them alone. God will be with you in the midst of it. His presence will sustain you. His strength will carry you through. And He promises not just to be with you, but to deliver you, to bring you out, to rescue you, to turn your situation around. You may be in the middle of something difficult right now. You may not see a way out, but God sees, and He is already at work bringing deliverance. He will honor you. Think about that. The God of the universe will honor you, not because you are perfect or because you have earned it, but because you are His. Because you love Him, because you belong to Him. He delights in you. He takes pride in you. He honors you as His beloved child. With long life, I will satisfy him. This is not just about the number of years, though God cares about that too. This is about a life that is full, that is meaningful, that is deeply satisfying. A life lived in the presence of God under His protection, experiencing His goodness day after day. And the final promise, I will show him my salvation. You will see God's rescue. You will witness His deliverance. You will experience His saving power in your life. The things you are trusting Him for, the situations you are praying about, the fears you are releasing to Him, you will see Him move. You will see His faithfulness. You will see His salvation. Let these promises wash over you now. Feel the weight of them, the security of them, the love behind them. You are not just protected by a distant, impersonal force. You are loved by a personal God who knows your name, who hears your prayers, who promises to be with you every step of the way. As your body relaxes deeper into rest, let your heart relax too. Let go of the need to figure everything out. Let go of the burden of keeping yourself safe. Let go of the anxiety about all the things that might go wrong. You are held by promises that cannot fail. You are protected by a God who cannot lie. Picture yourself surrounded by angels, their hands ready to catch you, their presence a wall of protection around you. And above them all, the presence of God Himself watching over you with love, with care, with delight. You will tread on lions and serpents. You will walk through dangers unharmed. Not because of your own strength, but because of His protection. Not because you are perfect, but because you are loved. And when you call on Him, He will answer. When trouble comes, He will be with you. When you need deliverance, He will rescue you. This is His promise. This is His commitment. This is the reality of your life as His child. So rest now. Rest in these promises. Rest in His love. Rest in the protection of angels and the presence of God. You are safe. You are watched over. You are held by promises that will never fail. Let sleep come gently, knowing that while you sleep, angels keep watch. While you rest, God remains awake. While you let go, He holds on. You can trust Him with your night. You can trust Him with your life. You can trust Him with everything that concerns you. Close your eyes and picture His face smiling over you. Hear His voice speaking these promises over your life. Feel His pleasure in you, His delight in you, His fierce protective love for you. You are His, and He is yours, and nothing can separate you from His love. Rest now, beloved. Rest in the shelter of His wings. Rest under the guard of His angels. Rest in the certainty of His promises. You are safe, you are loved, you are held, all is well. We turn now to another great psalm of protection, Psalm 121. This ancient song of trust begins with a question that echoes across the ages. I lift up my eyes to the mountains. Where does my help come from? Where does your help come from? When you are facing something overwhelming, when you feel vulnerable and afraid, when you do not know how you will get through, where do you look? Where do you turn? Where do you place your hope? The mountains in ancient Israel were not just beautiful scenery. They were strategic high ground, places where enemies might camp, places that could offer either safety or threat. To lift your eyes to the mountains was to scan the horizon, looking for help or watching for danger. And the psalmist answers his own question with confidence. My help comes from the Lord, the maker of heaven and earth. Not from the mountains, not from human strength or wisdom or resources, not from my own ability to protect myself. My help comes from the Lord, the maker of heaven and earth. Think about the scope of that title, the one who spoke galaxies into existence, the one who set the stars in place and knows each one by name, the one who formed the mountains themselves and commands the seas. That is the one who is your helper. He is not too busy managing the universe to care about you. He is not too distant to hear your prayers. The same power that holds planets in orbit is available to you. The same wisdom that orders the cosmos is attentive to the details of your life. The maker of heaven and earth is your helper. Let that truth settle deep into your heart. You are not facing your challenges alone. You are not limited to your own strength. You have access to the power and wisdom of the Creator Himself, and He has chosen to be your helper. Verse 3 continues with a promise. He will not let your foot slip. He who watches over you will not slumber. Every step you take is watched over. Every path you walk is supervised by the God who never sleeps. You will not stumble and fall without Him catching you. You will not lose your way without Him guiding you back. He who watches over you will not slumber. In ancient times, watchmen would stand guard over cities at night, keeping watch for enemies or dangers. But human watchmen grow tired. They need breaks. They need sleep. They might miss something in their fatigue. Not so with God. He will not slumber. He will not doze off. He will not miss a single moment of your life. His attention never wavers. His focus never falters. While you sleep tonight, He remains fully awake, fully alert, fully present. Verse 4 emphasizes this even more. Indeed, He who watches over Israel will neither slumber nor sleep. This is not just a nice sentiment. This is a statement of fact. It is impossible for God to sleep. It is contrary to His nature. He is eternally vigilant, eternally attentive, eternally watching over you. And because He never sleeps, you can. You do not need to stay awake worrying. You do not need to keep mental vigil over all your concerns. You do not need to maintain constant alertness. God is doing that for you, and He is infinitely better at it than you could ever be. This is an invitation to rest that goes deeper than just physical sleep. This is an invitation to rest your mind, to rest your heart, to rest your soul. The burden of vigilance is not yours to carry. The responsibility of watching over your life has been taken up by one far more capable. Think about the things that keep you awake at night, the worries that circle in your mind when you are trying to fall asleep, the what-ifs and the worst-case scenarios, the mental rehearsing of problems and potential solutions, the fear that if you are not constantly thinking about it, somehow things will fall apart. Bring each of those concerns to mind now, gently, without letting them spiral into anxiety. And as each one surfaces, hand it to the God who never sleeps. He is thinking about it. He is watching over it. He sees things you cannot see. He knows solutions you have not imagined. He is working even now in this very moment on your behalf. You can let go. You can release the burden. You can stop trying to solve everything in your mind. The watchman is on duty, and he never, ever sleeps. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, picture yourself releasing one of those worries. Watch it float up into God's hands. See Him take it from you. Feel the lightness that comes as that burden lifts. Breathe in again, and as you exhale, release another concern and another. One by one, let them go. Hand them to the one who watches over you. Trust Him with them. He is awake. He is alert. He is taking care of everything while you rest. Your body knows what to do now. You can feel it relaxing, letting go, sinking into the support beneath you. Your mind is growing quieter. The racing thoughts are slowing down. The anxious energy is draining away. This is what happens when you truly trust that God is watching over you. The God who watches over Israel watches over you. The same faithful care that He has shown to His people throughout all generations, He shows to you tonight. You are part of that ancient story of God's protection. You are included in that covenant of care. The promises made to them are promises made to you. And those promises are not based on your performance. They are not conditional on your having a good day or being spiritual enough or praying the right words. They flow from God's character. He is the watchman who never sleeps. That is simply who He is. And because that is who He is, you can rest. Picture yourself as a child again, small and safe, lying in bed at night. You know your parents are awake, watching over the house, keeping you safe. You do not need to understand how they do it. You do not need to help them do it. You simply trust that they are there, and you fall asleep in peace. This is the posture God invites you to take. To be His child, safe in His care, trusting that He is watching over you. You do not need to understand all His ways. You do not need to figure out how He will solve your problems. You simply need to trust that He is there, that He is good, and that He never sleeps. So let your body settle even more deeply now. Let your breathing slow to a gentle rhythm. Let your thoughts drift like clouds across a quiet sky. You are safe. You are watched over. You are held by the one who never sleeps. He will not let your foot slip. Even when the path ahead feels uncertain, even when you cannot see where you are going, He is guiding your steps. He is keeping you steady. He is preventing you from falling. You are held more securely than you can imagine. And as you drift towards sleep, know this: every moment of your night is supervised by the watchful care of God. Every breath you take is known to Him. Every dream, every stir, every moment of rest is held in His awareness. You are never alone. You are never forgotten. You are never unprotected. The maker of heaven and earth is your helper. The one who never slumbers is watching over you. And because of that, you can sleep in perfect peace. Your help comes from the Lord, and His help is more than sufficient for everything you face. Rest now in this truth. Let it be the last conscious thought you carry into sleep. God is awake, so I can rest. God is watching, so I can sleep. God is my helper, and He is more than enough. Close your eyes and feel His presence surrounding you. Feel the security of His watchful care. Feel the peace that comes from knowing you are held by the one who never sleeps. You are safe, you are loved, you are watched over, all is well. We continue now with Psalm 121, verses 5 through 8. The Lord watches over you. The Lord is your shade at your right hand. The sun will not harm you by day, nor the moon by night. The Lord will keep you from all harm. He will watch over your life. The Lord will watch over your coming and going, both now and forevermore. The Lord watches over you. This is repeated 3 times in these few verses. Watch over you. Watch over your life. Watch over your coming and going. This is not accidental repetition. This is emphasis. This is assurance. This is God making absolutely certain that you understand you are watched over. Not occasionally, not only in emergencies, not just when you remember to pray, but continuously, consistently, constantly, the Lord watches over you right now, in this moment. As you lie here preparing for sleep, He is watching over you. The Lord is your shade at your right hand. In the desert climate of ancient Israel, shade was a matter of survival. The sun could be brutal, even deadly. To have shade meant to have protection, relief, safety from harm. And God places Himself at your right hand, your place of honor and strength, providing shade. He does not send shade from a distance. He Himself is your shade. His presence is what protects you. His nearness is what keeps you safe. He positions Himself right beside you, closer than close, shielding you with His very presence. The sun will not harm you by day, nor the moon by night. This speaks to protection around the clock. Whatever threatens you in the daylight hours, whatever fears haunt you in the darkness, none of it can ultimately harm you. You are shaded by God Himself. You are protected by His constant presence. Some days, the heat of circumstances feels unbearable. The pressure is intense, the stress is overwhelming, the demands are too much, and you feel like you are burning up under the relentless glare of it all. But God is your shade. He stands between you and the burning heat. He provides relief. He offers protection. He shields you. And at night, when different fears arise, when the darkness magnifies your worries, when the moon seems to cast strange shadows and make everything feel uncertain, even then, you are protected. The moon will not harm you. The night holds no threat that God cannot defend against. You are safe by day and by night, in light and in darkness, at all times and in all ways. Feel this reality right now. The Lord is at your right hand this very moment. He is your shade, your protection, your covering. Nothing can reach you without passing through Him first. And anything that reaches you has been allowed by His sovereign wisdom and will be used for your ultimate good. The Lord will keep you from all harm. This is a comprehensive promise. Not some harm, not most harm, all harm. Now we must understand this rightly. You will face difficulties in this life. You will experience pain and loss. We live in a fallen world where suffering is real. But ultimate harm, eternal harm, soul harm, harm that could truly destroy you, that is what God protects you from. The things that feel overwhelming now cannot ultimately harm you. The losses that break your heart now cannot separate you from God's love. The fears that keep you awake now cannot touch the core of who you are in Christ. He will watch over your life, not just your body, though He cares about that, not just your circumstances, though He is sovereign over those, but your life, your whole person, your soul, your eternal well-being, your purpose, your destiny, all of it is under His watchful care. And then this beautiful, all-encompassing promise. The Lord will watch over your coming and going both now and forevermore. Every movement you make, every journey you take, every transition you navigate, coming and going, arriving and departing, beginning and ending, all of it is watched over by the Lord. Think about your daily life. You leave your house in the morning, He watches over your going. You return at night. He watches over your coming. You step into a difficult conversation, He is there. You walk away from that conversation. He is still there. You enter a new season. He watches over your coming into it. You leave an old season behind. He watches over your going from it. Nothing you do, nowhere you go, no transition you make is outside His watchful care. You are never on your own. You are never beyond His sight. You are never in a place where His protection cannot reach you, both now and forevermore. This is not a temporary arrangement. This is not conditional on your current level of faith or obedience. This is forever. From this moment, through all the years of your life and into eternity, God watches over you. His commitment to you has no expiration date. When you wake tomorrow morning, He will watch over your going. When you return home tomorrow evening, He will watch over your coming. When you face whatever challenges tomorrow brings, He will be your shade at your right hand. This promise holds tomorrow, it holds next week, it holds next year, it holds forever. Let this truth sink deeply into your spirit. You are not just protected for tonight. You are protected for all nights. You are not just watched over in this season. You are watched over in all seasons. God's commitment to you is not fleeting, it is eternal. Take a slow, deep breath and imagine tomorrow. Picture yourself waking up, starting your day, facing whatever comes, and now picture God at your right hand through all of it. See Him as your shade, standing between you and anything that would harm you. See Him watching over your coming and going, every step of the way. And now picture the days after that, the weeks and months ahead, the unknown future that sometimes feels frightening. And see God there too, in every moment at your right hand, watching over you. This is not wishful thinking. This is not positive visualization. This is the reality promised to you in Scripture. The Lord watches over you, present tense, right now. Not will watch, though that is also true. Not did watch, though that is true too. But watches, continuous action, ongoing protection, never-ending care. As you lie here tonight, you are being watched over. As you drift towards sleep, you are being watched over. As you sleep deeply and dream, you are being watched over. As the night passes and morning comes, you are being watched over. Every single moment, without exception, you are under the watchful care of the Lord. And this watching is not cold or impersonal. This is the watchfulness of a loving father over his beloved child. This is the attentiveness of a shepherd to his sheep. This is the devoted protection of one who delights in you, who treasures you, who would give everything for you, and in fact already has. The cross is the ultimate proof of God's protective love for you. He did not spare His own Son, but gave Him up to shield you from the ultimate harm, separation from God. Jesus stood in your place, took the blow meant for you, absorbed the harm that would have destroyed you. And because of that, you are now eternally safe, eternally watched over, eternally held in protective love. So whatever you face tomorrow, whatever challenges lie ahead, whatever unknowns make you anxious, the Lord will watch over you. He is at your right hand. He is your shade. He keeps you from ultimate harm. He watches over your coming and going, now and forevermore. Let your body respond to this truth. Let the tension drain away. Let your muscles soften. Let your breathing deepen into the slow, easy rhythm of approaching sleep. You are safe. You are protected. You are watched over by the Lord Himself. The sun will not harm you by day, nor the moon by night. So you can release the fears about tomorrow's challenges. You can let go of anxiety about what might happen. You are shaded by God's presence. You are protected by His power, and that is more than sufficient. Picture yourself wrapped in this protection like a warm blanket. Feel it surrounding you, covering you, keeping you safe. This is not imagination. This is spiritual reality. God's presence is with you, around you, protecting you. And you can rest in that reality tonight. The Lord watches over your life, so you do not need to watch over it yourself. You do not need to figure everything out. You do not need to stay alert to every possible threat. The watchman is on duty. The protector is in place. The shade is at your right hand, and you can simply rest. Close your eyes and settle into this security. Let it be the foundation of your rest tonight. The Lord watches over you, now and forevermore. His commitment is unshakable. His protection is unfailing. His love is eternal. You are safe in His care. Sleep now, beloved. Sleep in the shade of the Almighty. Sleep under the watchful eye of the Lord. Sleep knowing that you're coming and going, you're sleeping and waking, your every breath and heartbeat is watched over by the one who loves you most. You are safe. You are held. You are His. Rest in that truth tonight. Safe in the shadow of the Almighty. This is where we find ourselves tonight. Not exposed to every threat, not vulnerable to every danger, but safe in the shadow of the one who is all-powerful, all-knowing, all-present. Shadows are interesting things. A shadow exists because something solid is blocking the light. The bigger the object, the larger the shadow. And the shadow of the Almighty is vast beyond measure because God Himself is infinite. When you rest in His shadow, you are in a place of complete covering, total protection. Think about a hot summer day. When you step out of the blazing sun into the shade of a large tree, there is immediate relief. The temperature drops, the intensity fades, you can breathe easier, you can rest. This is the picture of what it means to abide in God's shadow. It is a place of relief, of rest, of protection from what would otherwise overwhelm you. You have been carrying heavy things. You have been standing in the heat of circumstances that feel relentless. You have been exposed to winds and storms that have worn you down. But here, in this moment, you are stepping into the shadow of the Almighty. And here, there is rest. Let yourself feel that shift right now, from exposure to covering, from vulnerability to protection, from the heat of the day to the coolness of shade. This is not just a nice image, this is spiritual reality. God's presence is a shelter, and you are in it right now. Safe in the shadow. Safety is not just the absence of danger, it is the presence of protection. It is the assurance that you are held, that you are covered, that you are watched over, and in God's shadow, you have all of that and more. You have the presence of perfect love, perfect wisdom, perfect power standing between you and anything that would harm you. What makes you feel unsafe in this world? Maybe it is uncertainty about the future. Maybe it is fears about health or finances. Maybe it is the vulnerability of loving deeply and knowing loss is possible. Maybe it is the awareness of how little control you actually have over the circumstances of your life. These fears are real. The vulnerability is real. We live in a world where bad things happen, where pain is possible, where nothing is guaranteed. And yet, even in this world, God's promise stands. You are safe in His shadow, not safe from every hardship, but safe in the ultimate sense, safe in your soul, safe in your eternity, safe in His love. Nothing can reach your soul that God does not allow. Nothing can touch your eternal safety. You are held by a love that will never let you go, a power that cannot be overcome, a wisdom that knows exactly what you need, and that is true safety, the kind that goes deeper than circumstances. Picture yourself physically stepping into a place of shelter. Maybe it is a strong fortress with thick walls and a secure gate. Maybe it is a warm home with doors that lock and windows that are protected. Maybe it is the embrace of someone who loves you, arms that hold you and make you feel safe. Whatever image brings you a sense of safety, hold that in your mind. And now recognize that the shadow of the Almighty is more secure than any of those images, stronger than the strongest fortress, more comforting than the warmest home, more protective than the most loving embrace. You are not just imagining safety, you are resting in it. You are dwelling in it. You are safe. The shadow of the Almighty moves with you. It is not a place you leave behind when you go about your day. It is not a feeling you lose when circumstances get hard. Wherever you go, God's presence goes with you. And therefore, wherever you go, you are in His shadow. You carry His protection with you always. Tomorrow, when you step into the challenges of the day, you will still be in His shadow. When you face the difficult conversation, navigate the stressful situation, deal with the overwhelming task, you will be in His shadow. The protection does not lift when you leave this bed. The safety does not end when you open your eyes. You remain in the shadow of the Almighty. And tonight, especially tonight, you can rest deeply in this truth. You do not need to be vigilant. You do not need to stay alert. The shadow of the Almighty is covering you while you sleep. Nothing can penetrate it. Nothing can break through it. You are completely, utterly, perfectly safe. Let your breathing slow even more now. Let each exhale carry away a bit more tension, a bit more fear, a bit more of the burden of keeping yourself safe. You do not need to carry that burden. God is carrying it for you. His shadow is over you, and you can rest. Safe in the shadow of the Almighty. Say that slowly in your mind. Safe in the shadow of the Almighty. Let each word settle into your spirit. Safe, truly, deeply, eternally safe. In the shadow covered, protected, sheltered. Of the Almighty, the all-powerful One, the one who lacks nothing, the one who can do everything. There is a reason the psalm uses the title Almighty. Not just powerful, but almighty. Not just strong, but possessing all strength. Not just capable, but infinitely capable. The shadow you rest in is cast by one who has all power, all authority, all might, and He uses that might to protect you. Think about the things that feel too big for you to handle. The situations that seem overwhelming, the problems that have no apparent solution, the fears that feel too great to overcome. They are not too big for the Almighty. They are not overwhelming to Him. They are not problems without solutions in His wisdom. He is bigger than all of it, and His shadow covers all of it. So you can hand those big things to Him. You can place them in His hands and trust Him to handle them. They are not too much for Him, and you do not have to carry them alone. In fact, you do not have to carry them at all. You can rest in His shadow while He takes care of everything. This is the invitation tonight, to stop striving, to stop struggling, to stop trying to hold everything together by your own effort. To simply step into the shadow and rest. To let the Almighty be Almighty while you be His beloved child, safe in His care. Picture God standing over you right now, His presence like a canopy, like a covering, like a vast shelter. And you are underneath, small and safe, protected from every side, held in the center of His watchful care. Nothing can reach you here. Nothing can harm you here. You are in the safest place in all the universe, the shadow of the Almighty. And in this shadow, you can finally fully rest. Your mind can stop racing. Your heart can stop anxiously beating out the rhythm of fear. Your body can release the tension it has been holding. Because you are safe. You are protected. You are held by the one who is Almighty. Let yourself sink into the bed beneath you, feeling supported, feeling held. And recognize that beneath the physical support is spiritual support. Beneath the mattress is the everlasting arms. Beneath the surface is the deep, unshakable reality of God's protection. You are held at every level, body, soul, and spirit. Safe in the shadow of the Almighty. This is your reality tonight. This is your home. This is where you belong. Not striving in the harsh light of self-reliance, not exposed to the elements of fear and worry, but safe in the shadow. Covered, protected, at rest. And as you drift towards sleep, carry this image with you. See yourself under His shadow. Feel the coolness and relief of it. Know the safety and security of it. Let it be the last thing you are aware of as consciousness fades, the shadow of the Almighty covering you, keeping you, holding you through the night. You are safe. Safer than you have ever been. Safer than you could be anywhere else. Safer than you can fully comprehend. because you are in the shadow of the Almighty, and there is no safer place in all of creation. Sleep now, beloved. Sleep in this shadow. Sleep in this safety. Sleep in the assurance that the Almighty Himself is your protector, your covering, your shelter. Nothing can reach you here. Nothing can harm you here. You are held in the place of ultimate safety. Rest deeply in that truth tonight. He never sleeps, so you can. This is the beautiful exchange at the heart of God's protective care. You are not meant to carry the burden of constant vigilance. You are not designed to maintain unending alertness. You need rest. You need sleep. And God, who needs neither, watches over you while you do. There is something profound in this divine arrangement. God created you with the need for sleep. He built rest into the rhythm of your body. Every night, your body calls you to lie down, to close your eyes, to let go of consciousness. And every night, this requires trust, because when you sleep, you are vulnerable, you are unaware, you cannot protect yourself. And yet, you are made to sleep, which means you are made to trust, you are made to release control. You were made to depend on someone greater than yourself to watch over you while you rest. Sleep itself is an act of faith, and God honors that faith by remaining eternally wakeful. He never sleeps, so you can. Think about what God is saying to you through this reality. He is saying, I will carry what you cannot. I will watch while you rest. I will remain alert while you let go. I will be strong while you are weak. You can stop trying to be everything because I already am. How much energy do you spend trying to stay in control? How much mental effort goes into anticipating problems, planning for contingencies, trying to manage every possible outcome? How much anxiety comes from the sense that if you are not paying attention, something will fall apart? Tonight, God is inviting you to lay that burden down. He is not sleeping. He is not distracted. He is not going to miss something important. You can close your eyes and rest fully and deeply because He is awake. He is watching. He has everything under control. This is not irresponsibility. This is not passivity. This is wisdom. This is understanding the limits of your humanity and the limitlessness of God's divinity. You were never meant to be your own savior, your own protector, your own sustainer. You were meant to rest in the arms of the one who is all of those things. Picture a small child being carried by a parent through a crowded place. The child does not need to navigate, does not need to watch for dangers, does not need to figure out the way. The child simply rests in the parent's arms, trusting that the parent sees everything, knows where they are going, will keep them safe. And the child might even fall asleep in that secure embrace, lulled by the rhythm of the parent's steps. This is the posture God invites you into, to be carried, to be held, to trust that He is navigating, He is watching for dangers, He knows the way, and to rest so deeply in that trust that you can fall asleep in His arms. He never sleeps, so you can. This is not just permission to sleep. This is divine assurance that while you sleep, nothing will be neglected. The universe will keep running. Your concerns will still be on His radar. The things you are worried about will still be in His hands. You are not abandoning your responsibilities by sleeping. You are simply acknowledging that the ultimate responsibility belongs to God. And He is good at it, better than you could ever be. He sees what you cannot see. He knows what you do not know. He can do what you cannot do. And He never grows tired, never loses focus, never needs a break. His vigilance is perfect and eternal. So when that voice in your head says, "But what if something happens while I am asleep?" you can answer, God is awake and He will handle it. When the anxiety whispers you need to stay alert, you need to keep thinking about this, you can respond, God is alert and He is thinking about it. When fear suggests that letting go is dangerous, you can remember, God never lets go, and He is more than enough. Let's take a moment to consciously practice this trust. Bring to mind one thing you have been trying to control, one area where you have been striving to stay on top of everything, one situation where you feel like you cannot afford to stop thinking about it. Hold that thing in your awareness for just a moment, and now, picture yourself placing it in God's hands. See yourself literally handing it over. And say to him, either aloud or in your heart, I cannot watch over this tonight. But you can, so I am giving it to you. I am trusting you to handle it while I sleep. You never sleep, so I can. Feel the relief of releasing that burden. Notice how your chest opens up a bit, how your breathing deepens, how your body relaxes. This is what happens when you let God carry what only He can carry. And if that worry tries to creep back in, if your mind tries to grab it again, gently remind yourself, God is awake. God is handling it. I can rest. He never sleeps, so I can. Do you realize what a gift this is? That the sovereign God of the universe, who has infinite concerns and infinite power, chooses to watch over you. He does not need you to stay awake. He is not asking you to help Him keep everything running. He is inviting you to rest fully and deeply while He takes care of everything. This is love, not distant, impersonal love, but intimate, tender, protective love. The kind of love that says, I see you are weary. I see you are carrying too much. Lie down. Close your eyes. Let me watch over you. I will not sleep. I will not miss anything. You are safe with me. In the ancient world, cities would post watchmen on the walls at night. These watchmen had one job: stay awake and alert while the city slept. If danger approached, they would sound the alarm. If enemies came near, they would raise the defense. The safety of the entire city depended on the watchmen staying awake. And sometimes, in the darkest hours of the night, the people sleeping inside the city walls would call out, "Watchman, what of the night? Is all well?" And the watchman would call back, "All is well. The morning is coming. Rest in peace." Tonight, God is your watchman, and if you were to call out, "Watchman, what of the night?" He would answer, "All is well. I am here. I am awake. I am watching over you. Nothing will harm you. Morning is coming. Rest in peace." So let yourself rest in peace. Let your mind grow still. Let your body grow heavy with sleep. Let the cares of the day fade into the background. God is on watch. God is awake. And because He never sleeps, you can. This is the rhythm He created, day and night, work and rest, waking and sleeping. It is not a flaw in your design that you need to sleep. It is a feature. It is a built-in reminder that you need God. It is a daily invitation to trust. And it is a gift, a mercy, a provision for your weary body and mind. So receive the gift tonight. Do not fight sleep. Do not resist rest. Do not try to stay vigilant when God is already vigilant on your behalf. Instead, surrender to the pull of sleep. Let it come. Welcome it. Trust that as consciousness fades, God's awareness remains sharp. As your control slips away, His control remains perfect. He never sleeps, so you can. Say it again, slowly. He never sleeps, so I can. Let that truth calm every anxious thought. Let it quiet every fearful whisper. Let it still every restless impulse. He is awake. He is watching. He has you, and you can sleep. Think about all the nights of your life, all the times you have laid down to sleep, closed your eyes, drifted into unconsciousness. Every single one of those nights, God was awake, watching over you, protecting you, sustaining your very breath while you slept. You have never spent a night alone. You have never been unguarded. Even when you were not thinking about Him, He was thinking about you. And tonight is no different. Tonight, as on every night, God will remain wakeful while you rest. The same care He has shown you every day of your life, He will show you tonight. The same faithfulness that has carried you this far will carry you through the hours ahead. He has never failed you, and He will not start now. So close your eyes without fear, let go without anxiety, rest without reservation. The watchman is at his post, the protector is on duty. The Father is keeping vigil over His beloved child, and you, dear one, can sleep, because He never does. Let sleep come now. Let it wash over you like a gentle wave. Let it pull you down into deep rest. And know that as you descend into sleep, you ascend into God's care. As your awareness fades, His awareness remains. As you let go, He holds on. He never sleeps, so you can. And tonight, you can rest in the fullness of that promise. Held through the night. This is the final truth we rest in as we come to the end of our time together. You are not just protected, not just watched over, but held. Held by hands that will never let go. Held by arms that will never grow weary. Held by love that will never end. To be held is deeply human. From our first moments of life, we need to be held. A newborn infant held against a mother's chest, hearing the familiar heartbeat, feeling the warmth, knowing safety. As we grow, we still need the embrace that says you are not alone, the arms that say you are safe, the holding that says you matter. And tonight you are held by God, not metaphorically, but truly. His presence surrounds you like arms. His love enfolds you like an embrace. His power undergirds you like hands that catch you and will not let you fall. You are held. Held through the night. Not just at the beginning of the night, not just in this moment, but through it, through all the hours of darkness, through the deepest part of sleep, through the dreams and the stirrings and the times when you shift position and settle again. Through all of it, from the moment you close your eyes until the moment morning light filters through, you are held. The night can feel long when you are struggling, when sleep will not come, when worries circle like vultures, when the darkness seems oppressive and the morning impossibly far away. But even in the longest night, you are held. The arms that hold you do not tire. The love that surrounds you does not waver. You are held continuously, constantly, completely. Think about what it feels like to be truly held by someone who loves you. There is a security in it, a release of tension, a sense of being supported, being cared for, being precious to someone. You do not have to hold yourself together when you are held by another. You can let go, you can relax, you can be vulnerable because you are safe. This is what God offers you tonight. A divine embrace that allows you to let go of all the ways you have been trying to hold yourself together. You do not have to be strong right now. You do not have to have it all figured out. You do not have to maintain perfect composure. You are held, and that means you can let yourself be weak, be uncertain, be in need. Because you are held by one who is strong enough for both of you. Underneath are the everlasting arms. This is what the ancient scripture says. Underneath you, supporting you, catching you, holding you, everlasting arms. Not arms that grow tired or weak. Not arms that let go when things get difficult. Everlasting arms. Arms that have always been there and always will be. Arms that held you yesterday and will hold you tomorrow and are holding you right now. Let yourself feel that support right now. Physically, your body is supported by the bed beneath you. And spiritually, beneath even that, are the everlasting arms. You are held at every level. Nothing about you is unsupported. Nothing about you is unsteady. You are held securely, now and always. Held through the night, through the scary parts, through the uncertain parts, through the moments when you wake anxious and the moments when dreams are troubled. Through the times when the darkness feels heavy and the times when you wonder if morning will ever come. Through all of it, without exception, you are held. You do not earn this holding by being good enough. You do not lose this holding by struggling or doubting or being afraid. This is not conditional holding. This is covenant holding. God has committed himself to you. He has bound himself to you in love. And that means he holds you regardless of your state, regardless of your feelings, regardless of how you think you are doing. He holds you because he loves you, period. And he holds you through the night specifically because the night is when you need it most. When you are asleep, when you are vulnerable, when you are unaware, that is when his holding is most necessary. And that is when it is most faithful. He does not hold you only when you are awake to appreciate it. He holds you when you are unconscious, when you cannot reciprocate, when you are completely dependent. That is the truest love. A parent holding a sleeping child is one of the most tender images of love. The child gives nothing in that moment, does not smile, does not respond, does not even know they are being held. And yet the parent holds them with complete devotion, with protective care, with delight. That is how God holds you through the night. As you drift deeper into sleep, you will not be aware of his holding. but it will be no less real. In fact, it is in that unconsciousness that the holding is most profound, because it proves that His care does not depend on your awareness. His love does not require your participation. He holds you simply because you are His, and He delights to do so. Held through the night, and then when morning comes, you will wake still held. The arms that carried you through darkness will carry you into light. The love that sustained you while you slept will sustain you when you wake. There is no moment, sleeping or waking, day or night, when you are not held by God. This changes how we think about everything. The challenges you face tomorrow, you will face while being held. The decisions you need to make, you will make while being held. The conversations, the tasks, the moments of stress or joy or mundane routine, all of it happens while you are held by God. You never step out of His embrace. You never leave His arms. You are always, always held. And knowing this, truly knowing this deep in your spirit, brings such peace. Because if you are held, then you cannot ultimately fall. If you are held, then you are never truly alone. If you are held, then you have a security that circumstances cannot touch. The holding is the foundation beneath everything else. So as the last tendrils of wakefulness fade away, as sleep finally takes you fully, rest in this knowing you are held. You are held by the God who loves you infinitely. You are held by the arms that are everlasting. You are held through this night and every night. You are held now and forevermore. Let that be the last thought you carry into sleep. Not your worries, not your fears, not your plans or problems. Just this: I am held. God is holding me, and He will not let go. He will hold me through the night. He will hold me into the morning. He will hold me forever. Feel the truth of it in your body. Feel yourself supported, surrounded, embraced. Feel the peace that comes from knowing you are held by one who is infinitely strong, infinitely loving, infinitely faithful. You can let go of everything else because He is holding you. Held through the night. Through every moment of darkness, through every hour of sleep, through the entire journey from sunset to sunrise. You are not making that journey alone. You are held through it. And the one holding you is the same, one who holds the stars and their courses and the world in His hands. You are held by hands that powerful, and yet that tender. As your breathing slows to the rhythm of deep sleep, as your conscious thoughts fade into the realm of dreams, as your body fully relaxes into complete rest, know that you are held. Every breath is watched over, every heartbeat is known, every moment is cradled in divine care. You are held, beloved, held by love Himself. And so you can sleep without fear. You can rest without anxiety. You can let go without reservation, because you are held. And the one holding you will never, ever let go. Not tonight, not tomorrow, not ever. You are His, and He holds what is His with perfect, eternal, unshakable love. Sleep now in the safety of that holding. Rest in the security of those everlasting arms. Let yourself be carried through the night by the one who loves you most. You are held, you are safe, you are loved, and all is well. Through this night and into every tomorrow, you are held by God, protected by His power, surrounded by His presence, kept by His love. Rest in that truth, sleep in that peace. You are held, beloved, held through the night and into eternity. Rest now. You are safe in the arms of God.